another vein.
Venous. Vein or Venous. Vein is better to say this venous blood, venous oxygen pressure or P venous blood. Okay. This one you said was 40 and P venous CO2 you said it was 46. This is the detail of the oxygen and CO2 pressure here. After this point, meaning here, I said before the pulmonary capillary and at the end of the pulmonary capillary. We call it PaO2 or PaCO2. And this one is 100 if everything is okay, and this one is
40.
40. So the blood that goes from the left ventricle to aorta is this blood. And the blood that returns to this side of the heart is this blood. Okay? So what happened to the blood for oxygen and CO2? And where it happened?
Clear changes.
You know, this one that you said goes to the aorta, finally goes to organs. Yes?
Yes.
And in the capillaries in organs, the things that happen, oxygen moves out to tissues. This is the cells of the tissues, okay? And because of the metabolism, you know, cells produce carbon dioxide.
Yes.
So CO2 moves in this direction. So the result is this oxygen and CO2 that we said, meaning which is 140, become
40 and
46. After this capillaries, your blood is venous blood.
yes.
So you know the main function of the lungs is this, meaning giving oxygen to the blood, to the venous blood, and taking the CO2 out of it when we say refresh the lungs. Okay? So, and this part of circulation we call systemic circulation. And this part of circulation we called it pulmonary circulation. And systemic and pulmonary circulation are in series or in parallel together.
The systemic circulation, where does it start from? For what you
Systemic circulation starts with the contraction of this. What is this? Left ventricle. Okay? And this left ventricle contains the blood that comes back from where? From the lungs. So this is fresh blood. And with the contraction of the left ventricle, this blood goes first to the main artery of the body, aorta, yes. And then from that, aorta becomes branch. So each branch goes to one organ, for example. For example, the branch that goes to nourish the heart is called, you know, one branch goes and nourishes the heart itself.
So from the lungs comes down.
No, my question is, now the left ventricle contracts, send the blood to the aorta, which is the main artery of the body. Then, if this is aorta, so we have various division. Each division go and nourish one organ, for example. This one nourish, for example, heart. This one, for example, goes to the brain. This one goes to the kidneys. And this one goes to gastrointestinal system. You know what's that? Gastrointestinal? Yeah, to various organs. So my question was, this branch that goes to the heart and nourish the heart, what's this called?
يودي
The heart, the
chronic. No,
There you are close. Coronary.
coronary.
Coronary. You know, one is the main problem that led to the heart stroke
Yes.
is coronary artery disease, meaning deposition of plaques, of lipids or whatever in the lumen of the coronary arteries. When this happens, you know, there isn't enough blood to the heart tissue, and if the heart tissue dies because of this, we call it heart stroke or heart attack. Okay. So we have different branches. This is a general scheme for the system, you know. But we have different branches. Each branch goes to one organ. One goes to the heart itself, we call coronary artery. One goes to the kidneys, we call the renal artery. One goes to the gastrointestinal, one goes to the upper part of the body, and so on. This part of circulation that starts with the contraction of the left ventricle and send blood to the organs, and then finally backs to the right atrium, we call this systemic circulation. And the one that starts with the contraction of the right ventricle and send blood to the pulmonary artery, which goes to the lungs and become fresh the blood, okay? And then return back to the left atrium. We call it pulmonary circulation. So we have two circulations. And the question was, are those circulation in series or in parallel together? You got the question?
يقول متصلات مع نفسها.
The question series.
نعم رسالة كردية.
الكردية أنا بسرية كان يا بمازات.
يعني دوية كودينيان بيكوا.
You probably know about that because of your high school physics. In physics, you know, if there is, for example, this is a wire and this is another wire, okay? If they are continuous together, we say they are in series. You know? If there is something like this, now they are in parallel, you know?
so it's parallel.
They are parallel. So if there
Because
is...
it goes to branches, different branches to them.
No. I am not speaking about the system
You're not speaking about the
circulation. My question is, we have two general circulation, two circulations.
Oh,
One is
maybe
called
it's-
systemic, one is pulmonary. Are these two circulation in series together or they are in parallel?
In series.
Sorry.
In spirit.
Because in the organ, the vein and the arteries will.
In series, because it goes from here, goes to here, and then goes
Yes.
to here, and goes to here.
Because they both do circulation.
يقول متصلات
They are in continuous together. When they are continuous together, we call it is in series. So the amount of the blood that runs in this system, the same amount should go in this system. You know? So for example, how much blood in minutes circulate in this system?
شو يقول؟
Did you get the question? The question is how much?
الدم ايش قد
How much blood
مقدار ما
في الدقيقة. في الدقيقة.
in minutes? Yes.
ما أعرف. أعرف هو الدم كله جسم الإنسان.
صار بس
2 مليون
Remote.
لا بس مليون
لا هو خليه ينام
هذا دخلنا سنة.
هزار بوصات.
Where is the Luxor? Where it come from? So let me ask another question. with each contraction of the ventricles, for example, left ventricle, how much blood is pumped to the main artery, which is aorta? What's the amount? For example, now my heart is pumping, okay? My left ventricle is pumping and eject or send blood to the aorta. The question is, how much is the amount of the blood with each contraction goes from the left ventricle to the aorta? And what is called?
We don't know the specific number. We can guess.
What is called?
What is it called, or what is the number?
Both of them, that doesn't matter. The first question is, how much is? We said we don't know any information in this regard. So my question is, what is it called?
Construction, then taking.
No, no.
كم
First,
نبضة؟
usually the amount is
لا لا اسم مال
7-0 and the unit is this. And it is called this.
نبضة نبضة لو تخلص.
Each time that your ventricle contract,
حتى لدقيقة.
yes, it sends 70 milliliters of blood to the aorta. If we speak about this part, which is the right side, right ventricle sends 70 ml to pulmonary artery. You got it? And the name for that is stroke volume. Because it's volume, and this is the volume for each stroke. So we called it stroke volume. You got it? So, my next question. How much blood in minutes the ventricles send to the, let's say, those exit part? Here is aorta and this one is pulmonary artery. In minutes. How much blood our heart send to the aorta, for example?
But in minute or in seconds?
No, it is not in seconds.
4900.
It's not in
It's
seconds.
in each time.
Each contraction.
70 نبضة بالدقيقة.
Each time it,
70
Each beat.
4000 ونص.
what?
4000 ونص.
Approximately 5,000. Yes. How you calculated that?
أيمن لدقيقة حتى
Did you get the point? Can you say that again in English? No?
نعم. شو كل دقيقة حتى إيمان هي حتى جار. خمسة ويضل.
Okay, so he is right. My question was, how much blood in minutes the heart sent to, for example, if we are speaking about the left side, the left ventricle sent to the aorta. If we are speaking about the right side of the heart, the right ventricle sent to the pulmonary artery, and finally to the lungs, indeed. Okay? And he said, because in each beat, the heart sends 70 ml, and because in each minute,
70
we have
70 minutes.
70, 75, usually, beats per minute. And in each minute, my heart 75
70 times. Yes.
contracts. Okay? So if you multiple these two numbers, the result is something around,
2000 صدفة جار.
yes, so we say called 5,000 ml per
Minute.
minute. And it is called any idea? I am waiting for it. This one you said it is called stroke volume. Yes? Meaning the volume with each stroke. And this one it is called,
Heart
the
circulation.
abbreviation is CO.
Contraction.
No, cardiac.
دلا صورة
Cardiac output. Cardiac output. So CO stands for cardiac output. And I said it's usually something around 5,000 ml per minute.